We aren't playing games, but you understand what I'm saying. And this man isn't the one who carried me to this day. He lost extremely hard, and she is off limits. The Bodyguard Big Boom, they got this book coming out the same time as Jada Pinkett, but come out in October, and he's telling all everything. And he confirmed this affair. Hey, don't let this segment mess our marriage up. They say karma is poetic, and to most people it's nothing. But just that a saying, but Steve Harvey's current marriage seems to have become an embodiment of that ordinary saying, according to recent reports by several news outlets. It seems there's trouble in the celebrity TV host paradise, as his wife has just been exposed for allegedly cheating on him, not with any of the men in the long list that is her romantic past, but someone that seems to have been with Steve, even long before she came into the picture, as his wife. The scandal is all anyone is talking about right now. And considering the pair have not outrightly said anything about it specifically, it's starting to look like more than just talks on the internet, seeing as everyone knows Steve's line of work. This might be his worst nightmare, because who the hell is going to respect a relationship coach who allegedly got cheated on? It's a roller coaster in the Harvey household. And we're about to get on that ride from writing the book act, like a lady think like a man, all the way to having a television wholly based on how men could best manage their relationships. If we're being completely honest, Steve's life hasn't exactly been the blueprint for what a model relationship coach should be, since the celebrity host himself has been married 3 times in the past couple of years. But it seems he might soon be on the way to marriage number 4. He has pretty much established himself as the ideal relationship coach, but the direction the news is saying his marriage is facing might be sending the opposite message to people. One reason Steve Harvey was trending on Twitter was his tweet asking fans to name a comedian who doesn't make them laugh. The host revealed that it was a step taken by his social media manager for engagement, and added that he has fired the person responsible. On the other hand, a new report suggested there may be problems in Steve and Marjorie Harvey's marriage. The report suggested that Marjorie Elaine Harvey was caught cheating on the D. Freeman. Additionally, following those allegations, it was also made known that she had allegedly filed for divorce and requested a payment of $200 million. Many people were shocked to learn that someone like Steve, who they believed knew everything about how a relationship should work, had been unfaithful. For many others, it was an opportunity to jab at the TV host, as was the case with this user who wrote Marjorie Harvey really had Steve Harvey acting like a simp and thinking like a man only minutes after the revelations about the host's marriage exploded on social media. Others simply saw it as Steve getting what he deserved because of his history with Marjorie. The user in this case wrote, "A good man doesn't leave his pregnant wife and twin daughters for his mistress, nor does a good man marry his mistress, then leave her for Marjorie Harvey to play stepdad to Lori Harvey, while neglecting his biological children. What you would do for love, you try anything, but you don't get love." The reason why so many people seem to be bringing up Steve's past is because of how close Marjorie's alleged cheating scandal is to home, according to reports. The bodyguard that Marjorie reportedly cheated on Steve with is the same person who recommended Marjorie to him for marriage many years ago, even though the couple didn't get married until the mid-2000s, when they first met. "I was running late, and I believed he would give me the job because he became very quiet and stared at me. I believed I would join the cast of the show." While their connection was immediate, they ultimately parted ways after a few weeks of dating. "I knew he was the one shortly after I started dating him, but then he just disappeared," according to Marjorie, who told the audience that he finally realized, "Oh, I gotta say something." He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know who this is, but I'm gonna marry her." Prior to a man being useful to a woman, he must know who he is, what he does, and how much money he's going to make. Marjorie told Essence in 2014, Steve explained that he was not in a good financial place and was focused on his career at the time. He told the magazine that more than 10 years later, in 2005, he and Marjorie reconnected, and the timing was right. According to the rumors, Steve had been married to Mary Shackelford since 1996, and that their second marriage had just dissolved. Steve was also fresh off the set of his sitcom, The Steve Harvey Show. The couple remained married for almost 10 years, during which time she saw Steve's business soar while quietly supporting him at first. Because everything appeared to be going smoothly, their divorce in 2005 surprised many people. Following their divorce, Steve said in an interview with Jet magazine that he and Mary remained close friends. The television personality added that their relationship was amicable and that he and Mary still loved each other. However, it was later revealed that a number of factors, including an alleged affair, led to their breakup. During their divorce and child custody battle, Mary accused him of having an affair with his now-wife Marjorie Harvey while they were still married. She then shared YouTube footage that purportedly showed Steve's apparent dark side. Mary claimed that Steve had not only been unfaithful, but had also destroyed her life. She also claimed that Steve had taken her son Winton and left her with nothing after their divorce because of a public statement she made that violated the court's rules. This happened just before Steve found himself single again in 2005, when his bodyguard suggested a reconciliation with Marjorie, as Steve recalled to others. "Before you do anything dumb and wed another woman, marry Jory right away." Calling her now while Steve was gambling in Sin City, his bodyguard called one of Marjorie's girlfriends, who subsequently contacted her, and then gave Steve the phone. When Steve asked Marjorie about her husband, she revealed that she had actually been divorced for 4 years. Steve then hopped on a private jet the very next day to visit her in Memphis, and the rest, as they say, is history of their second chance. "I went to Vegas to forget the I was going through," he recalled. When you're content at home, you may influence a lot of things to happen, according to Steve, who claimed that it was like being reborn because you make mistakes so frequently in life. "When Steve re-entered my life, it was effortless," Marjorie continued. The two were legally wed on June 25, 2007. Marjorie and Steve's combined 7 children make up a sizable mixed household. With his first wife, Marcia Harvey, Steve has twin daughters, Brandy and Carly, a son named Broderick, and a son named Winton. When Steve and Marjorie got married in 2007, it generated some difficult family dynamics because Marjorie had 3 children from a previous marriage: Morgan, Jason, and Lori, whom Steve formally adopted after their wedding. Dynamics to navigate the couple admitted to people that their union wasn't immediately embraced by all of their children, but said Marjorie now "we're mom and dad to everyone." Unfortunately, for the couple, their children's displeasure wasn't the only issue they had to deal with. One of Marjorie's ex-husbands threatened to stir up some trouble years after they got married, while things did somehow go remarkably smoothly for the pair immediately after their marriage. It seems T-Couple One user confessed to having cheated on Steve Harvey with a bodyguard and a cook. The reason this song seems to be on the lips of many fans is because they believe Marjorie never had Steve's best interests at heart from the beginning, especially since she had been married to convicted felons in the past. That's right, the fashion icon has a pretty colorful past. Marjorie is showing the world how to punish the Simpsons, but she will still make bags from him in beautiful scenes. Before meeting Steve, Marjorie, a Memphis native who had been married twice and had 3 children, wed her first ex-husband, Jim Townsend, in the late 1990s. In an upcoming memoir that he's writing, Townsend, who was married to Marjorie when he was arrested for drugs, noted that some of his story would not favor his ex-wife. However, he said that he was willing to preserve some details for his children. Speaking about the book, he revealed that Marjorie betrayed him. "I have no allegiance to Marjorie," she said, holding up her hand. Townsend stated that he plans to write his memoir on his marriage to Marjorie and the drug ring they ran together. "I'm going to tell my story. It doesn't matter if she finds out," he declared in a statement. Considering that he claims Marjorie was involved in his drug dealings, is it unlikely that she was the one who sold him out? If she could sell one husband out, cheating on another doesn't seem like it'll be much of a hassle for her. Do you think? In any case, the convicted drug dealer was reported to have been arrested after an unsuccessful attempt to purchase 40 after serving 26 years in jail. Marjorie filed for divorce from him 5 years into his life sentence. In 2017, former President Barack Obama pardoned him. What's worse than having one ex, a drug dealer, have to deal with that? Because those seem to be the folks that this fashion magnate finds appealing. Marjorie Harvey married Darnell Woods for a second time in the early 2000s. Little is known about their connection, other than the fact that Woods, like Townsend, was a heroin dealer, and that their union lasted for a brief time. Lori, now known as Lori Harvey, was the only child Harvey and Woods had together. Despite the absence of information concerning Harvey and Woods's marriage, the precise dates of their marriage and divorce have not yet been widely reported. However, the fact remains that this woman has a murky past, which would almost explain the accusations being leveled against her, while many people have been blaming Steve for how things turned out some of the time. Woods has remained largely silent about his relationship with her, has not spoken publicly about their marriage, and there are no reports of him making any public statements about his ex-wife Marjorie Harvey. Goodbye.